Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. Today, Sarah and I are going to play the two-player trick-taking game,
Sail.
Designed by some people that I cannot pronounce their names,
Awesome.
so I'm not going to try. And produced by All Play. And this is a fun little game that we just got recently. As I said, it is a trick-taking game. But the main thing in this game is not about the trick-taking. It is about getting this little ship all the way over to here.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's just get into the game explanation.
How do we play this?
How
And what
do
are
you
all
play
these little
this?
pieces?
Yes. So, first of all, trick-taking game, this game has 3 suits, as opposed to the normal 4 in a normal playing card deck.
Mm-hmm.
And the suits go, in each suit there is a 1 through 9. And these cards look like these. And each card, as you can see, has a little symbol on it. Now, when we play a card, first of all, one of us will lead the first trick in the suit, or in the round, based on this little token right here. So in the first one, this is on Sarah's side, so she will lead the first trick in the first round. Then I will lead the first trick in the second round, and so on and so forth. And what's going to happen, leading means just playing the first card, basically. So for those of you who do not know how to play a trick-taking game, we will each have a number of cards, and one of us, Sarah, the first one in the first round, will play a card. Let's just say she plays this. Actually, I'm going to change that. Let's just say she plays this. Now, I have to follow suit, meaning if I have another one of the same color, then I have to play a card of that same color. If I do not have a card of that same color, I can play anything I wish. Okay? So assuming I have the same color, let's just say I play this card, then she will win this trick because she played the higher card number. Now, I should mention here that this is a cooperative game. So when I say win the trick, I just mean that she won those 2 cards for the purposes of this game, which I will get into what that actually means. Basically, really quick. Basically, that means that if the ship moves, it moves in her direction as opposed to my direction.
Right.
Again, this is a cooperative game, so we are working together to get that ship to there. Okay, so.
And there's some strategy in who wins the trick.
Yes. So she wins the trick in this situation. However, because she played the higher number. However, let's say I did not have that suit, and so I played this card. And even though I have a higher number, I did not follow the lead suit, and so therefore Sarah still wins this trick, me playing this card. Now, that is the basics of a trick-taking game, outside of the scoring of a normal trick-taking game, but the scoring of a normal trick-taking game does not apply in this game at all, so I'm not going to go over that at all.
Right.
Now, the main thing in this is that each card has a symbol on it, and this is all of the numbers and all of the symbols on each card. So all 3 of the 1s have these 2 symbols, all 3 of the 7s have one of those symbols, for example. So what's going to happen is basically we get to do, by the way, this is the turn structure as well. We get to do something, or maybe nothing, depending on the combination of the symbols on the cards that we played. So in that previous example, when Sarah played, I believe it was this card, and I played this card, you will notice that these 2 symbols are not any of these action combinations, which means we don't get to do anything,
Right.
which is generally not good because we need to get the ship to this area.
Right. And we only have until we run out of tricks on either side
Right.
to try to accomplish that.
Now you'll notice that in the other combination that I played, this one, this is actually very good because it is a cannon and a tentacle with a wheel, which means we get to shoot the Kraken, which again, thematically, we need to get over here before the Kraken destroys our ship, sinks our ship, or before we run out of time because the storm has not passed.
Right, we've got rocks and Kraken tentacles and
for that
storms. This is kind of a treacherous sail.
We have the upgraded edition.
It's so beautiful.
With instead of tokens, we have these wooden pieces. And they are very cool.
I love the coloring on this game and the artwork on this game. The cards are beautiful. The upgraded components look fantastic.
So our goal is to play these tricks in such a way that we get to do these powers and eventually move our ship to there. I'm not going to go into super depth on these powers because you'll see that happen as we play, and we'll explain it as we play.
Right.
Overall, though, each round will consist of the following. We will deal ourselves 9 cards, and then we will exchange 1 card, meaning I get to pick 1 card out of my hand, and she picks 1 card out of her hand, and we swap those cards. That is the only communication during the actual hand that we are allowed. We are allowed to talk about whatever we want, basically, in between when the hand is over, before we deal a new hand of cards. But really the only communication about what's in our hand that we can do during the hand itself is just that 1 card that we pass each other. So then we play tricks. And as it says, the highest card in the lead suit wins. In the lead suit being the first card played, the suit that was that first card. We do actions based on the symbol pairing, and then we repeat until somebody wins 4. So we have this little tracker here. Each time I win a trick, I will move this up until I get to 4. Once somebody has, so hopefully we do this evenly, fairly evenly, so that we can get as many tricks out there as possible.
Right, because we're going to need that. This is challenging and treacherous.
Yes. At that point, once somebody wins 4, the round is over. And then the Kraken will damage the ship. Now, there's this Kraken piece over here, and how much damage the Kraken does based on this. There's also this card in the Kraken pile. If this card is ever the only card in the Kraken pile, then we lose. As it says, if there are no other cards in the Kraken deck, immediately advance to death. Because that's what I want to do, is advance to death. So something else interesting is this deck starts with all of the 1s and 2s. And so since there are 3 suits, there are 6 cards in that deck, all being 1s and 2s. And as you noticed on here, anytime we make a pairing with a wheel that has a wheel and a tentacle, with either just a wheel or another wheel and tentacle, we will be damaging the ship. In addition to, at the end of the round, we'll do 3 damage to the ship. So, lastly, we will basically clean up the cards that are here, and then we will make sure that we have passed this first storm by the end of the second round, and the second storm by the end of the 4th round. I don't understand why they put the storm markers here. They should have been in between rounds 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But, oh well, it is what it is. That's a small quibble in this whole game. And then if the ship is not passed there, then obviously we lose immediately. And then we start over. And we shuffle up the discard pile into the deck, deal a new hand of 9 cards, etc.
Right.
So,
and we play until we have either reached this spot or we died.
Yep. Here is damage, by the way. That's how damage works. And I'll just I'll show this when we get there. Outside of that, we each have a character that we are playing, and there are 6 of them in the base game. We have chosen these 2 characters that break the rules slightly. Mine says, when you advance the ship with 2 wheel icons of the same number, meaning 6, 7, or 8, as you can see here. 6, 7, and 8 are the wheel icons. These ones also have wheels, but they also have tentacles, so they do not count for this. You may advance the ship straight, and I like the symbol because it shows a little bit more of what's going on. So if we have equal numbers of the wheels, then we advance straight instead of diagonally toward the person who won the trick.
Right, and straight is nice because it's essentially moving 2 spaces at once.
Yeah, basically.
Which is just great. And then here's my
Sarah's says,
captain's power.
when you win 4 tricks, and I believe for the purposes of this, that means when she wins 4 tricks, we may play 1 additional trick before ending the round. So really what we're hoping for the majority of this game is that we get to 3 tricks each. Sarah plays a trick, which makes it 4, and then we get to play another trick.
And then we get an extra one, right.
And that just gives us more actions, more movement per round.
We can hope for that.
I like that, but I think you don't like the symbol, do you?
I prefer words
All
over iconography sometimes.
I get it. I'm more of a visual person than that. All right, so I believe we are good to go. You know what? I didn't even see if there was any sort of. I'm going to go ahead and read the introduction here. Sail is a cooperative trick-taking game for 2 players. Players must try to read each other's intentions and play cards where the combinations will advance their ship or defeat the Kraken. I don't know about the or there. Oh, I also didn't mention the rocks here, the islands, we cannot move into there. So if for example, we have moved up to here, and then we get a combination, say 2 wheels, and Sarah wins that trick, we would advance toward her 1 space. But the problem is that is there, and we cannot do that, so we stay where we are. So that is an obstacle. The other thing is, if we run into one of these Kraken tentacles, then we immediately take 1 damage, in addition to what other damage we might have taken from that trick. The expansion that we are not using, we haven't even gotten good enough to get to the expansion yet. Speaking of, you'll notice that the board doesn't end here. This is scenario 1. This is a very difficult game. We are not good enough to even really get
It is really challenging, but it's fun. And like I said earlier, it's a beautiful game. So
yeah,
I enjoy playing this, even though we
kind of suck at it
most of the time.
But it's still a really fun game to try and cooperate in.
Well, the challenge, I mean, it's you know, you don't want to play a game that's just so easy that you win 100% of the time. Where's the challenge in that? So
right.
Okay, so we have 9 cards, and I have to decide a card to give to you, and vice versa.
And let's not forget about the fact that again, if we play 2 of the same number, which for everybody at home, that basically means you'll remember there are no numbers of this, or there are no cards of the same number with the same suit, which means somebody, in order for this to work, 2 of the same number, somebody has to play a card in the suit that the other person is out of, so that that person can play the same number in a different suit.
Yep.
Which makes some things somewhat difficult.
So,
all right, I'm going to give you...
What do I want to give you?
Actually, that doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to give you this.
We're going to try for this one.
I just realized that.
I don't
know. I will not give you that.
What would be the best?
I'm going to give you that one. Yep.
There we go. All right.
All right. Oh, that'll work.
Okay. And the Jolly Roger symbol is on my side.
So Sarah will play the first card for the first trick.
Okay. So, combinations here. We want to move, and we want to avoid damage.
And to begin with, basically, we want to move in the same person's direction twice in a row.
Right. Okay, well, I will play, and here's the thing. 2-player game, we've got a hand of cards, but there are 4 in here?
There's 3 left.
Oh, there's 3? Okay. So I could go, oh, well, I don't have that, so Mark has that. Not necessarily.
Yep.
So I could play this card and it could backfire. But I know this one won't, so I'm going to go ahead and play this.
I figured that since you gave me this
card.
So
I'm doing the 3-wheel tentacle.
I'm going to play the 5 cannon.
Okay.
And so the combination, I'm going to leave this here for a minute. That's good. So we have just played this combination which means we have damaged the Kraken, which means obviously this card is discarded and I won the trick. So that card gets put into the Kraken deck because we damaged the Kraken.
Which is nice. So, because when we take damage, we have to take cards out of this deck. So we don't want to deplete that. So moving is important, but making sure that deck doesn't run out is equally as important.
So I am going to play this. This is a 5, which is a cannon.
Right. Okay. Well,
actually, I'm going to put this here too.
I don't really like the fact that you're going to win this trick again, but it would be nice to dump that card.
Yep.
Okay, so
I win again.
Also,
and we did 1 more damage to the Kraken.
Underneath here, I need to make sure that I win a couple tricks now.
Right.
Or this is going to be a really short round.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to play a 6.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll play this 8, even though we can't move.
Sure we can.
I thought this was forward.
No, that's only if we have the same number. Remember.
Oh, I thought it was forward.
Yeah.
I thought 2 wheels was forward.
Forward in your direction.
Oh. Which is the one that... Oh, that's the mermaid tail. Okay. Oh, good. Yay!
Yay!
Right. Okay.
And you won that trick.
I won that trick. We moved forward, and we moved forward in my direction because I won that trick.
And we need to move forward in your direction again, because if we move forward in my direction, we have a problem.
Well, we just can't go.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Or we need to go straight.
Island.
That's another thing.
Sitting there. Okay. So let's do... Well, let's try this and see what happens. Okay, we do have that. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So
okay, so Sarah, we played an 8 and a 7, which is another pair of just wheels.
Right.
So we move forward in Sarah's direction.
Okay. And I won that trick again.
And Sarah won that trick.
Okay, so now we're even with tricks.
Yep, and we can go in either direction at this point.
Right.
It might be better to go in my direction, actually, because it'd be nice to get over here.
Well, let's see if you can do anything with this, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a 3 and a 7. I won with the 7. The bummer is the 3 has a tentacle on it, so we have to take 1 damage, which is taking one of these and putting it in our discard pile.
Okay.
So I win that trick.
But we
move in my
forward.
direction.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, I'm going to play that. That is an 8.
Okay. Well, if Mark wins this trick, then this round is over.
Yes, that's true.
Which is a bummer.
But if I do, and provided we move.
I think I want to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, so we move here, and we are already almost past that first thing. So that's okay. Move up, and the round is over.
Okay. So I had either that 8 or the 9.
Yeah, and I had...
Which meant I would have taken the trick, but we wouldn't have moved anywhere.
Right. And I had this, I was hoping, that's why I gave you the mermaid tail.
Right.
I was hoping to get another one of those somehow, but the only way to do that would be to get rid of this, because that was the only one that I had.
Okay.
I still had one, and so I played that for that purpose, but it was already too late because, like you said, I needed to... Anyway.
But I don't think that was too bad.
No,
I'm actually quite happy with that round.
I am as well.
Okay,
so we go back down to 0.
Back down to 0.
But first of all, we have the Kraken attack. So it hits us for 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Right, because underneath here is 3 damage.
And these are going to go in here.
Oh, it's really after us.
Yeah. All right. And then it's not the end of round 2. So this goes here.
So that's now on Mark's side, so he will start the next round. He will lead the next round. Okay. Still need to decide which card we want to exchange. Okay.
Who is right? Well,
I am going to give you
ooh,
this card.
man.
Oh, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should give you one of these.
I'm gonna give you this one.
I wish I knew what that was. I wish I could see what this card is to help me make my decision. I'm torn between these two cards. We've tried several different strategies with this game. We've tried depleting an entire suit. That way we can play whatever we want. And we actually lost way more times depleting ourselves of a suit at the beginning of the game than we did when we didn't do that.
Yeah. Tell me if there's a better move than that in the comments below.
All right, there you go.
Huh. All right. That'll work.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Well, I'm actually glad I don't have to start this because...
I'm
not sure how I would.
I'm going to follow your tactic and do this.
Okay. Then I will play my 5 cannon.
More damage to the Kraken.
And that moves up 1 because I just won that trick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play...
I didn't mention that, by the way. That was a 5, and she played a... Was that a 2 or a 1? I think it was a 2. It was a 2.
Right.
And so a cannon versus a tentacle means we did damage.
Okay, I am going to play that.
Okay. That is a 5. I'm playing a 1.
Nice.
She has a cannon against my tentacle again. Okay. And so we do 1 more damage.
And I win that trick, so I start again.
Yep. Now we do have to move at least 1 space in this round.
Yes.
So that is important. But it's good to do damage to the Kraken because we are going to continue to receive damage. And we got to get all the way to here. So we need this deck to not run out.
Oh, dear. Okay, I am going to attempt this for some kind of movement.
And so that's a 7.
That's my
and
hope.
I'm going to play a 6.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you didn't win that, but
right.
We move, so we move
forward
1 my direction.
Toward you, and you
I
won
win
that.
Again. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, but I think we'll be all right.
Okay, so I am going to do...
So we've made it past that first storm, so at least we are good to the end of this round no matter what.
Right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
play... It would be good to move my direction a couple of times, if at all possible. All right. Shoot. You know, I think it's worth it because we get 1 more anyway.
What? I can't hear you.
I said, I think it's worth it because we get 1 more anyway. Although...
I just watched a clip of The Office where Daryl's asking for a raise and Michael looks up all these tactics on how to like throw him for a loop and catch him off guard and keep him confused. And so he does this tactic of talking really quietly. So Daryl says why he should get a raise, and then Michael goes, compelling argument. and Daryl goes, what?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so you just kind of did that, and it reminded me of that.
I'm going to play that.
Okay.
So she played a 4. This is a 6. This is not any of these combinations, but it does mean that I win, and so we keep going.
Nothing happens except Mark takes over the lead.
And I am going to play this. That is a 7.
Okay. I will go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So we do...
So, yeah, we have a wheel and a Kraken and a wheel.
but
we take 1 damage, but we move 1 in my direction.
right, which needed to happen, and Mark does win that trick. Okay.
All right, then next I will play this card. That is a 6.
Okay. I will play
A gray 6.
a gray 7.
Ah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh well.
Oh no.
That's all right.
Well.
Well, we move 1 in Sarah's direction, but because we ran into a Kraken thing, we take another damage. And
Okay.
Sarah won.
So I win, and because of my captain's power,
We get to
we
go
get
one more
one
time.
additional round. Well, what do I play?
That's a bummer.
I don't think any of these are going to do us any good.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think any of these are going to do us any good.
So that must have been your only gray card, huh? That is a bummer.
I mean, and because I'm leading this, so
Mhm.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, I had the 7 and the 8.
Oh.
It didn't matter which one of those I played.
It doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to play this. It doesn't do anything. That's
Well, and so I thought
I
about
win.
playing either of those, but that moves us forward, and we can't do that either. So we can't move forward, and
That's too bad.
well,
Oh well.
bummer.
Yep.
Okay, but we did pass that storm. We took a lot of damage
Uh-huh.
doing that, but
Yeah, we did.
we circumvented.
Circumnavigated. Yes.
Circumnavigated. We got around that storm, however you want to word it,
Mm-hmm.
but we ran into a Kraken tentacle.
Yep. Okay, so end of that round is the Kraken does damage. So if this card would be added to the discard pile, place it behind the other cards in the Kraken deck and advance the Kraken track. So this is 1,
Uh-oh.
2, 3 damage.
Pink, and that goes up.
Yep.
Still only 3 damage,
And
but it's moving toward the 4.
yeah, and we need to do it some
And-
damage because there's very little left. We have to do
no.
at least 2 damage to it this round.
Or we're dead.
Yep.
We need a really
Right.
nice wind to just blow us to the finish. Well, when we played this earlier today, I think we had already lost before we got to round 3.
Yeah.
So we're doing better.
Yep.
We're doing much better.
Well...
Did I mention that this is a challenging little game?
Right.
Okay, which
Should be giving you
card
that.
am I going to give Mark? Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yep.
Okay.
And you lead off on this one. So we need to do as much damage as we can, primarily.
Okay.
It would also be
All right.
nice to move,
How about we do that?
Move in my direction first.
I know you have a cannon because I gave it to you.
Yep. So
So no movement.
That is
but,
my first
oh, that's
trick
right.
that I
I am on 0. No movement, but this adds to that. Okay. And
And that makes it my turn.
yes,
I'm going to try this out.
please do what I hope you're going to do. Okay. Sure. That's
Okay.
not what I was thinking.
So this is the first time we've gotten this. This is 2 5s, which is 2 cannons, which means we flip over the top of this deck and we do 1 damage to the Kraken because that's what happens. Here, I'll turn this over. So when you do that action and you flip over one of these, you do 1 damage to the Kraken.
nice.
So
Good.
that goes
Good.
away and I won that
So
trick
you did win that
as
trick.
well. All right,
Okay,
so
well,
then
we've done a couple damage, so that's good.
I'm going to lead with that, and that was my second win.
Okay. We will go ahead and do this.
Okay, Bummer is that's my third
I
win.
know.
So that's another damage to the Kraken. I played a 5, she played a 2.
Okay.
And now...
I really need to take this trick.
You do.
No matter what it is.
So, I think I had better play... Oh, yeah. I better play this. I'm just going to have to make it happen.
So we will do that.
Which means... So I played a 6, Sarah played a 7.
Right.
They both have wheels. So we're moving
So
one
we're moving
in
one
her
that
direction.
way.
And she won that trick.
Okay. All right. And I am going to go ahead and... Well, let's see if Mark has any more green cards left.
Yeah.
If you don't, you can play whatever you want.
I do.
No.
And it's the 9.
Oh, no.
Which means we don't go anywhere.
I'm so sorry.
And we are done.
Oh, that was really disappointing.
Yeah, this is a problem
Well,
because...
I apologize.
Oh, it's all right. This is a problem because we have to get all the way up to here. So we have to move 1, 2, 3. We have to move 4 times this next round. Oops.
Oh, we have to pass the storm.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So Kraken attack. So we have 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Kraken moves up to there.
Oh my god.
Which means, oh boy, I don't think we're gonna make this.
I'm not sure we're gonna make this either. All right, so this is now...
Yeah, it'll be my turn.
Round 4.
Because we have to do some... We have to do... No, we have to do at least 1 damage, provided we don't take any damage during this round.
Okay.
We have to do at least 1 damage to the Kraken and move 4 spaces, and the first space must... Well, the first space must be toward you or straight. Yes. And
which straight is the 2 mermaid tails?
Yeah, which is extremely unlikely unless one of us is very short-suited.
Right. That was just sad to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel.
All right, I'm going to give you this one.
Okay, not
that was an
what
interesting
I
choice.
was hoping that you would do, but maybe you didn't have what I was hoping you would do because it's in there.
Possible.
This
this is my lead.
I don't want to say it.
No, I'm not going to lead with that. I'm going to lead with this. Trusting. Okay, well, that's not exactly what I was going for, but that's okay. 1 damage. So I played a tentacle, and she played a cannon.
Okay, so I won that trick.
Yep.
Okay. You played a 1, a green 1. What were you hoping for? I think you were maybe hoping that we would move my direction?
I can't say.
I know.
Probably shouldn't have said even that much.
I know you can't say. Okay, well, then let's see what you do if I do that.
That's funny.
Kind of that same thing. Okay.
So 2, 4, we cannoned 1 more, and I took that trick.
All right.
As long as we're doing that, I might as well do this.
As long as we're doing that. Okay, well, unfortunately,
that
is what I have to play.
So
nothing
I played a 5,
happens.
she played an 8. That is this combo.
Wait,
that is no combos here.
I was gonna say I didn't think it was a combo.
Nothing happens.
But I do
but
advance
Sarah advances
on the trick, and now it is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wheel. Let's see. Darn. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, let's try that.
Sarah played a 7, I played a 6. They're both wheel cards, so we advance 1 in her direction.
Okay.
And now we have to go in my direction because her direction is off the board.
Oh, no. Oh, and I have to lead, don't I?
Yep. Or we have to go straight. Either my direction or straight.
I don't see how this is possible with the cards I have in my hand.
Oh, that sucks. So she played a 2, I played a 9, which is another not combo.
Okay, well, at least we don't get damaged, but you did win that.
And I lead. So
we have to move 3 more?
Yep.
Or we're just dead.
I will play a 6.
This is the only card I can play.
All right. Hey, oh, that's true. That is not good.
So we can't move, right? Because we...
Sarah won that trick.
Can't
we
go
cannot
anywhere?
move because we would be going off the board. Oh, that was your final one, huh?
Well, and then I get 1 more.
Okay, 1 more. And we lose no matter what, even if we move straight.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bummer.
This is so bad.
So that is 2 cannons. Flip this over. Oh, believe it or not, we move straight. But we still are not past. We are not past the storm. So we lose.
Oh, man. Yeah, I had all green cards in my hand. And I was hoping that you had the... I didn't have any 9s. And I had all the green cards.
That's what I was hoping for.
And I was hoping that you would give me the 9 mermaid tail.
Oh.
And so then I would know that you didn't, you know,
so
that
I had 2 of them.
Hopefully we could wind up playing the 9s and then it just didn't
I
work
had
out.
2 of them. I was hoping that you had the 3rd one. And so
the 9s?
That's why I didn't give it to you.
I didn't have any of them.
The 3rd one obviously was the one that I just drew.
And I had...
Not that it would have mattered because, yeah.
2 gray cards and 2 of the purple cards. And I chose to give you one of those instead of one of the green, hoping that I'd be really heavy on the green. And that did not... I mean, we actually...
Even use my...
We actually moved a lot more than I thought we were going to move, but it just wasn't enough.
Anyway, well, I'm sorry you had to tune in and watch us lose.
But you know what? If you watched the last cooperative game we played, when we did our 30-day challenge, we lost that one too.
We did.
That was a lot longer though.
Yes.
If you haven't tuned in to our cooperative play, our 2-player cooperative play of Arkham Horror that we did quite a while ago, that was a 3-video adventure where we lost power partway through, which made it even more spooky.
Yeah, that's right.
And Cthulhu-ish. And we lost power. That was so weird.
Yep. But
anyway, we didn't win that one either.
Yeah.
So, but when we did the cooperative game with my dad, we won. We did great when we did the cooperative game with my dad. The crew.
The crew, yeah, we did.
Wait, do we have a bad history of losing 2-player cooperative games? We need to rectify this.
We do. I think we need to practice after we finish this video.
We do need to practice.
As you can see, I'm setting up for the next round.
Other than the fact that we lost this game, don't let that sway you.
Right?
This game, this little box, this is how big it is. This little box packs a punch.
Yeah, it does.
Again, beautiful game. I forgot that we got the upgraded components.
Yeah, and these are all, well, for that matter. These are the original components. And so instead of these cool little wheels, you just have cubes. And
now I love what we have.
Instead of this Jolly Roger, you just have a little disc. And
which is fine.
Kraken itself doesn't have...
Oh, I love the upgraded stuff.
What is that called? Scan printing? It's called... I don't remember.
Well, there's just no detail in it.
Right. And the ship also.
Yeah, these
The ship
These guys are
doesn't
just
have the
really
detail.
cool.
And
I love these little things. I'm messing up the board, sorry.
And the Kraken pieces are just tokens. And the islands are just...
But I really enjoyed the artwork, all of the little characters that we have, the back of the cards. Mark and I like to collect playing card decks with really cool backs. And we have, I want to say, 40-ish. Bicycle, Illusionist, decks of cards. And some of them are just incredible. I love these. So anyway, this is a great little game. We think you should get it.
It has...
I think you should get it and do better than we did.
There's the learning scenario, and then there are six total, including the learning scenario. But there are 5 more scenarios, and in the final one, you actually add the... Where's the other board? There it is. You add this board.
Even harder.
And in scenario 5, so cool. You have to get all the way to that.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah.
That's what all the rest of these pieces are?
Yeah, because
you don't spread these out, you have more obstacles.
Yep, you have more obstacles. And let's see, what is that? Column 9. So in the first round, or by the end of the second round, you have to get past here.
Oh wow.
And I don't think we were even past, well, we were past there by the end of the third round.
Oh no.
Yeah, and by the end of the 4th round, you have to be... see, where's that? 18. You have to be beyond where we even finished. So I think we were here. That's
wow.
Is that the...
Wow.
Let's double check here.
Well, what was the synopsis of this game? You need to anticipate each other's moves.
So yes.
Apparently we need to work on that.
So by the end of the 4th round for scenario 5, you have to be well beyond where we even needed to get by the end of the 5th round.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. Anyway.
The board is so cool though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is a beautiful game. And if it looks this good, I am more likely to come back.
Right.
Even though it was extremely challenging. So, well, we hope that you enjoyed our play of Sail.
Yes.
And let us know in the comments below if you've played this. If you like this style of game, if you like trick-taking games, and this is a
very fun twist on it.
Yeah, a twist on a trick-taking game. So
and I think
let us know what you think.
Now that I've set it back up, I think we might give it another shot after we finish recording.
All right. Well, let's see if we can actually win.
Right.
I think we've only won once.
And that was the learning scenario,
the 5 or 6 times we played. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys again.
Yeah. Have fun
playing games.
Bye-bye.
Bye.